hello. I need to turn that off. Hi, guys. Y'all say hello when you jump on. I'm going to make sure that we are all in here. Yes. Hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. We are good. Hi, Bobby. Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. It is month end, so I'm not going to keep you too long because I know we have so many people running for some goals. So I'm going to be quick and easy. Hello. Hi, Donita. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Okay. Let me make sure. I need this. Okay. All right. So happy month end. Few reminders for you. Hi, Heather. It is month end. So if you have a team, you need to have at least 125 PV to make money off of your team. If you have been working the business for 6 months, you need to have 125 in the last 6 months. If you have any incentives to claim, any of the 125 or 250 PV incentives, they are at checkout. Just add something to your cart. If it is one of your first 4 months in our business, make sure that you're working towards your PV goal for the welcome program. If you do not know what the welcome program is, please reach out to your upline. The other thing that I would say is finish strong. We still have, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 4 more hours, okay, to reach your goals. So finish them strong, lay it all out on the table. Don't hold orders. I never understood that. People hold orders till the next month. Don't hold orders. You want to make your biggest paycheck. This is what's paying for Christmas. This is what's giving you guys all the great extra cash. Don't save those orders. Put them in, get them in. We've had an incredible month. I mean, we have had an incredible month. Some of you have hit goals for the very first time. Some of you have regained your goals from last month, or some of you regained titles that you had months ago and you didn't have for a while. I know we had a lot of people hit golden and bronze and directors, and people got 22%. We got people going to 12%. Like, it has just been an awesome month all around. And I'm so proud of this team. We have exceeded our group volume by 20% last month. So amazing job doing 20% higher. So if you are 18% and up, please get with your upline. There is going to be a call on Tuesday about some things that we have going on. So if you are 18% and up, please reach out to your upline if they have not sent you the link to the call on Tuesday. So I'm going to dive in, and you guys, this is my first training without Jessie Lee. If anyone knows, any of these trainings that I have been giving you have been from the incredible Jessie Lee. I paid for coaching with her. And today I went to go, they have recordings, and I went to go play, and it wasn't her. And I was like, oh, like it just was a wave of emotion. So I am bringing you a training tonight from Fraser Brooks. If you know anything about him, he is amazing. He's got short, quick, easy, applicable trainings are on YouTube. That's one thing that I would tell you is if you are in this to grow, I'm not saying you're in it for the discount. I'm not saying you're in it just for friends and family. If you are in this to grow, you need to constantly be a student, right? You need to be constantly learning. I have been in this industry 7 years and I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm not waiting for someone to teach me. I am taking the action saying, I'm going to go learn. If you don't know how to recruit, you go find recruiting trainings and read books and stuff like that. Go listen to podcasts. You don't know how to sell? Go look for it. Okay. Stop waiting for someone to just write it on a silver board for you to see exactly this is how you do it. Go be a student and keep learning and keep growing. You never have arrived. Okay. That's one thing that I really want you guys to learn is that you're going to constantly be learning. You're going to be constantly growing, because what worked for me 7 years ago isn't what's working today, right? It's evolving. It's going to be constantly changing. Okay. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Misty. Hi, Heather. All right. So tonight, the training that I'm bringing to you is about how to simplify your business. I think that sometimes it can be so Y'all, hold on a second. My foot is aching. I'm gonna pull my scooter. Hold on a second. The doctor told me I could start to walk, and I think I'm probably pushing myself a little too much. You know, you tell me I can start walking, I'm gonna take a mile, okay? Oh, so, but it was kind of throbbing for a second. Um, so I think when the industry, it can be so easy to make it overcomplicated, right? Yeah, prop that foot up. Yes. It can be so hard to just keep it simple, right? You guys, I tell you guys all the time that acronym KISS, KISS, keep it simple, silly. Some of us overcomplicated it. And I'm going to teach you a little acronym tonight. It is called FAST, FAST. If I had a board, I would write it on there. Maybe I need to invest in one, like Fraser does. FAST. And if you keep it simple, that's how you're going to move fast. And I don't mean that you're going to hit ranks like super fast, like tomorrow you're going to hit your biggest rank, you know. But I'm saying that if you stop overcomplicating it and you keep it simple, you may see quicker results. Okay. So we're going to dive into it. So the first one, the F, is that you need to find or be found every single day. Find or found. That's what the F stands for. You need to. You've got to do both. It's not one or the other. Okay. These are people that it's been a struggle to break. I overthink everything. Yes. It's so easy to do. It's so easy. But if you would keep it simple, I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. You need to find or be found every day. And what that means is you need to be finding new people, and new people need to be finding you. That's how you are found. Okay. You need to find new people. Now, how are you going to find this? This is a list of, you know, this is going to be an ongoing list where you're going to start finding people that are within your brand, within your business. Maybe it's a list of people that you want to have on your team one day, or people that you want to have buy your products from you one day. You're fine, Stacy. Welcome, welcome. But finding people is so key in this business. I had a conversation today with someone and they said, I'm not growing. My question was, well, what are you doing to grow? Okay. You can say, I'm not growing all day long, but what are you doing to actually grow? Because if you just sit and hope that you go live and you went posting that you're going to grow, sorry, it's not. There is a lot of behind the scenes in this industry that happens for you to grow. So a way that you find new people is think of an interest that you have. Okay. I'm keeping it simple. Some of you need to hear some of this basic stuff, right? Find an interest. Is it going to the gym? Is it dogs? Is it Italian food? Is it RV life? Is it camping? Is it IVF? Is it infertility? Is it miscarriages? I don't know. What is something that you are interested in? Okay. And I want you, this is an action for you to go do. Okay. I'm not just saying this for fun. Okay. Go and do this. But I want you to find 5 groups. Now, I don't want you to have IVF group, IVF group, IVF group, IVF group, IVF group. Find different groups. So let's say you were interested in food. Okay. Maybe certain foods are your niche or whatever, right? Okay. That's what you're passionate about. You love to cook. So you might be in some groups on how to cook Italian food, crock pot food groups. You see what I mean? 5 different groups. Look at that. Hannah's writing it down over there. I see what you're doing. You're good. That blurring out sometimes when you make it close, it does weird things. You're good. But find 5 different groups. This is on Facebook. Okay. This actual action thing. Find 5 different groups within your interest. Okay. All right. Now, in those groups, what I want you to do is in that group 1, okay, in group 1, I want you to go in there and I want you to find a post that has a ton of comments, not a ton of likes, not a ton of hearts, a ton of comments. Because how does Facebook generate like, oh, that's a good post, is by comments. Okay. That's how you know it's a good post. So find a group find a post within that first group that has a ton of comments. Okay. I then want you to take that post. Okay. Now, if it says, hey, I'm Maria, I like to eat food in the car. This is my favorite recipe. I'm just making up something, right? You're not going to go and type, hey, I'm Maria. Okay. Because you're not. All right. But what I want you to do is I want you to take this post. You can add your own twist to it, or you can copy and paste it. And in groups 2, 3, 4, and 5, I want you to post that post, because you're gonna start getting some interaction. That's how people are going to find you. Okay, so, or maybe you think of a good post, but you can see what people are liking, because what one person likes in group 1, people in 2, 3, 4, and 5 group, they're in a food group too. They're gonna like it, right? So you are just taking something that is like-minded and putting it in there. Okay, because if it works well in group 1, it's gonna work well in groups 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I want you to do this daily. This literally could take you 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes. But that is how people are finding you. And that's how you are finding more people. Can I help you?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You want me to help you?
You know where any of these are at?
Uh-uh.
We have any other tags?
I don't know where any are. I'm sorry.
I'll poke out in the foot.
Huh?
Didn't poke out in the foot.
Oh, gosh. Addie's having some issues, guys. I think she's just not napping well at school, because she has been hell on wheels. Okay. But I want you to do this daily and then look at the results. Okay. When you are doing this daily, and that is what you're going to go live about. You're going to create a reel about, you're going to post about, because that is what is interesting people within your interest group. Do you understand what I'm saying? So once you make those posts in groups 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you do this on a regular basis, you take something like that and you go make a live about it. You go make a post about it. You go make a reel about it on your page. Because again, you are creating your interest type people. That's how people are going to find you, and that's how you're going to be found. Because you're finding your like-minded people. Okay? Love this. Thank you. So smart. Good. I'm glad you guys are finding value. Good. Now, the reason I'm saying to do this is because you're going to get a lot of comments, right? You're going to get a lot of interaction, because it works in groups 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? You're going to start instigating some conversations. You're going to start getting some people that are like-minded as you. So many of us, I think, are more concerned with investigating than instigating. Some of you are some FBI agents, and you just like to know everybody's gossip in all their life. And if you would just stop investigating their lives and start instigating some conversations, you might make some more money, honeys. Okay. But instigation, that is key in this, getting those conversations. Okay. Hey, Kim, how are you doing? That can be something so similar to start a conversation, instigating those conversations in your groups, on your page, all the things. Okay. But so often we overcomplicate this business. But honestly, there are 2 things that are so important in this, and it's your mind and your environment, what's around you. That's as simple as this business gets. Your mind and your environment. Those are the 2 things. That's how simple it is. Some of you are doing all of the things, not really, because not everyone does all the things. I'm just going to be honest. But you think you're doing all the things, but your mindset is pure garbage. Maybe you need to go listen to some podcasts. Maybe you need to do some self-development. Why do you struggle in this area? Why are you so hard on yourself? What are some areas that you need to strengthen in? Then some of you have the best mindset, but you stink at the action, the environment, the things that you do. Okay. Now, when it comes to, and we're still on the find and found, we're almost getting there. Mindset is everything. Yes, it so is. My mindset is trash. I'll admit it. And that's the first step, is admitting it. But now what are you going to do about it? Right? I can admit that I suck in this area, or I stink in this area, but I can't just stay there. What am I going to do about it? I tell you guys, every day, I will believe in you until you believe in yourself. And I will. And even then, I'm still going to keep believing in you until you see it. Some of you, I see and I'm going to tear up thinking about it. but I see the potential in you and you don't see it in yourself. And it kills me because I know what you are capable of if you would just tap into it. If you would just believe in yourself for a moment. Just a moment, because you are capable of achieving everything. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what other people say. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. You can achieve it. Okay. I'm tearing up over here. All right. We're all over here tearing up. Okay. But still on the find and found. Yeah, I got the tissues. Is attraction marketing. That is so key in this business, right? We need to attract our like-minded people to us, right? That's what we're trying to do. Now, attraction marketing, you can do it in a few ways. Niche. We've talked about that for the last couple of weeks. If you have not, you guys, I did not do these trainings just to hear myself talk. Okay. Like I literally do them to fill your cup, to help you grow. They are all pinned in the last guide in here. If you have just joined, go start at the beginning. I've only been doing it for a couple months. Do one a day, one a week. I don't know, whatever you can do. But we have talked so much about your niche and how important that is. So that is how you attract your people, is by knowing your niche. Okay. Number 2, we attract people with our storyline, the stories that you tell within your niche. And then a theme of like who you are, like the theme. Okay. But outside of those 3, when it comes to attraction marketing, hooks are so important. You need to master hooks. And I don't just mean a hook in a reel. Okay. That is important. It's the same thing, but you need to hook people in everything you do, a live, a post, a reel, all things. That's how you attract people to you. Is that making sense? Yeah. Okay. Now, there are 3 ways that we can do that. Okay. There are 3 ways that we can do that, that we talk about our products in our business when we are attracting people. One, and this one is not really many people care about this, but you talk about what it is that you do, or what it is that you sell, or what it is the product that you're offering. Okay. That's one way. But honestly, no one really cares. And at least I don't think they do, that there are 1,300 chemicals and ingredients banned from every single product that we have. And this product has vitamins A, C, D, E, K, J, D, W, Z. You know what I mean? Like some people do, but a majority of people, they don't want to know about that in your post. They don't want to know about that in your reel. They don't want to know about that in your life. Okay. But that is one way that people talk about it, is what it is. Okay. Another thing that people do is what it does. You tell us what it does when you talk about your post, or what you talk about the opportunity, what it does, what it offers them, helps you lose weight, helps you have financial freedom, helps you get energy, right? Whatever it is. That's one thing that you guys do when you post. Tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, I feel like we've all done this. We tell what it does, we tell what it is. Okay. But this one's the most important. I hope you're listening, is the outcome. The outcome. And not many people are doing this, but it is so important because people pay for results. They want to cover their rosacea, they're going to pay for it. They want to lose weight, they're going to pay for it. Okay, they want to see the outcome. You've got to think about this. I want you to think about you. When you make your post, your reels, your lives, all the things, are you just talking about what it is, what it does, or are you sharing the outcome? Evaluate yourself, because products or business, you need to make a list of all of the benefits. That's what I want you to do. Make a list of all of the benefits. You could pick a product. Maybe you focus, y'all, we've got 800 products. Not really, but we do have a lot. Okay. Maybe you hone in. Y'all know I talk all the time about not overwhelming your network, honing in on a few products, right? But maybe you pick your flagship, your key items, and you're going to write out all the benefits of those items. Or maybe you write out all the benefits of what our opportunity is. And then you're going to think of scenarios or outcomes that would emotionally connect people, because emotions move people. Okay. For example, to talk about the weight loss shakes, right? Our weight management shakes. I could say something like this in a post, and I wrote this out for you guys to see the difference, right? I could say, hey, look at these meal replacement shakes. Sally lost 20 pounds in 2 months. Look at the difference. Okay, that's what I could say. But what if I said this? What would your life be like if you didn't have to take a break every 5 minutes after you were running around with your kids? Or maybe every 2 minutes? Or what would it be like if your kids didn't get tired or got tired before you did? Wouldn't that be awesome to have your life back? Do you see the difference? I'm emotionally connecting you to a scenario because I want to lose weight, but I want to pull on those emotions that make me see the outcome. So yes, I could say I'm not just selling this weight loss product, I'm selling the outcome of that weight loss product. Does that make sense? I'm not just selling a CC cream. I'm selling the outcome of what that CC cream can do. Are you understanding what I'm saying? The value behind it. Okay. You then take those outcomes and you turn them into your hooks, right? So instead of saying, these are 3 tips to lose weight in your video, you could say, I'm going to share a simple hack of how you could have more energy with your kids. See the difference? Take this shake, do this, do this. Instead of saying, these are 3 tips to lose weight. No, no, no. Look what I could, here's a hack of how to, whatever. Okay. Here's a tip and trick on how to do whatever. Pulling on those emotions and those outcomes. Does that make sense? And if you do that, if you do 8 to 10 videos, 8 to 10 reels on an outcome, then you move to a different outcome, right? So you pick something, you're going to do 8 to 10 outcomes of if they got this product or if they did this service with you or whatever. Okay. And you take that outcome and you make it the hook, and then you're going to move on to more outcomes and more things. Okay. But if you get good at these hooks, you're going to get good at social media, which is what's going to help you grow. All right. Is all of this making sense? So instead of saying, hey, you're going to buy this weight loss, how about, hey, you buy this and you could have your life back, right? Talking about the weight loss shakes. I'm just showing you a different perspective. Instead of just trying to sell a product, sell the outcome of the solution that it's going to give them, right? Okay. So that's the F. Sorry, that was forever. Okay. Number 2, the A. This is ask. Okay. This is your ask hole. I did not say a-hole. I said ask hole. Okay. Ask with a K, y'all. Okay. You have to be this. Okay. Spam, everyone, you have to ask. I think so many times we just wait for everyone to come to us. But if you don't start asking for people, if you don't start asking for the sale, asking for people to join your team, you're just gonna be sitting there waiting forever. Okay. Like this ain't Santa Claus. He's not just bringing you whatever you wish for. Okay. You've got to go out there and ask. But some people think that it can be spammy. Okay. Spamming is when you're sending those annoying messages like, hey, Sally, I saw you were interested in losing weight. Here's the link to my page. Like, no. Or, hey, I saw your comment about you needed to work from home. Here's the link to work from home. Like, that's spammy. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's annoying. Okay. Spam is that you're assuming people want what you have. We're not assuming anything. Okay. That's what spamming is. But if you are asking good questions, you're going to have good conversations, and that is not spam. Okay. Asking good questions creates conversations, and that is not spam. So you're going to get good at asking questions. Okay. As network marketers, we are professional connectors that turn into conversations, which then turns into a conversion of either someone joining your team or buying from you, which creates your commission. Do you see the steps? So I'm connecting with you. That's that find. I'm having a conversation with you. I'm converting with you. I'm asking you questions. I'm then going to convert you to either a customer or a beauty influencer, which is then going to produce me commissions. Okay. We have got to connect with people. Okay. We connect with people by being found or finding people. Get to know people. Start asking good questions. And I don't just mean like general ones like, hey, how are you? What are you doing today? How's the weather outside where you are? You know, what are your plans for the weekend? Like, y'all all know you've been somewhere where like it's very first time you're meeting them and you could almost have like a billboard answering the same three questions. Hey, how are you? Where you're from? And you could have all three answers, right? Because they always ask that. No. I'm not meaning those surface level questions. Okay. Stop doing the general ones. But maybe you ask things like, what, and these are people you've connected with. You're not just randomly messaging somebody saying this. Okay. You've connected with them, but maybe you ask them like, what are you excited about in your life right now? Ooh, that's deep, Ashley, right? It's not just the surface level. Or what are you passionate about? Or what are you feeling is lacking in your life right now? Okay. Because leaders are seeders. That's good. Leaders are seeders. We are planting seeds constantly and not just surface levels. You're creating those deep seeds that you're planting the seeds. You're going to water, you're going to harvest, which eventually will produce the fruit that you're wanting. But if you just leave these questions on the surface level, people are going to ghost you, right? Hey, how are you? I heard you were interested in the opportunity. Like, no, bye. They're ghosting you. But if you start planting these deeper seeds, asking these deeper questions, they're more likely to produce a harvest. Okay. When you ask those questions, when I'm asking those deep questions, that's going to help you create follow-up questions for later. Okay. You've got to ask for more information. Maybe they say, hey, I saw your post the other day when you were wanting a little bit more for your life. You're sick of living paycheck to paycheck. Would you be interested in learning more? And they say, yeah, actually, I would. I'm struggling to provide. Instead of saying, here's my link, go sign up, or here's my link, go and buy, why don't you ask, well, why are you wanting more for your family? Instead of just trying to get the sale. So many times we are transactional. We're so obsessed with getting the transaction that, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute, that we're not doing the transformation in people's lives that it can do. Okay, digging deeper, because if they tell you, you know what, why I need this is because my bank account has rejected me 3 times when I've been trying to buy my kids Christmas presents. So then when you follow up and they didn't answer you right away, you could say, hey, when are we signing you up so that we can buy those kids those Christmas presents? Because you connected with them. You cared about them. It wasn't just surface level. Okay. All right. Now, now there is a difference in believing and certainty. Okay. This is with your asking. We're still under the A. We're getting close, you guys. We're almost done. Is so many times we are just trying to like sell a product instead of selling a system. Okay. Because systems are where the money is at, right? A system, a step by step. This is how you do it, whatever the process of it. So you have to believe in it. But I'm here to tell you that believing is not always enough. Okay. You could say things like, I think this is a great business. If this business works for me, or if this product works for me, it could work for you. Or this one drives me crazy. I'm going to try this business for 6 months and then we're going to see where it's at. That is uncertainty. There is a difference between believing in it and being certainty, because certainty is where it's at. Okay. When you decide to join, let me know. Right? When you decide to try this product, let me know. I know this is the business that the best business that you will come across. Do you see the difference? I'm certain. I know this is it. I know, I'm positive without a shadow of a doubt. It's certain. Some of you are just believing in it. Yeah, I think this is the best opportunity for you. Yeah, I think this is the product for you, instead of being certain with it. Okay. All right. S, show. SHOW. We have to show what you have. Network marketing is a show business, people. I mean, that is what we are. We are showing 4 things. We're either showing products, people, a process, or a plan. Products, that's pretty self-explanatory. People, pretty self-explanatory. A process and a plan. That is what you are showing when you're in network marketing. So those are some things that you have to work on showing: products, people, process, and a plan. Now, when I talk about the plan, this is one thing, people, this is about recruiting a little bit. That's talking about the compensation plan. No one cares that once you hit director, you're going to start earning generation monies on 1 through 4, and you're going to make an extra 2% off of this and an extra 0.5% off this person. No one cares about that. Stop using this lingo, or, you know, wholesale and retail, like PV and GV. Like, your network don't care about that. Like, they don't even know what you're talking about. Like, no. You know, like, keep it simple, okay? You're not going to say, oh, we have 15 ways that you can earn money here at Pharmacy, and level 1, this is the first way. Like, they don't care. They want to see what it is doing for you. Stop making it so crazy. Keep it simple, silly. Keep it simple. The more simple you make it, the more that people can duplicate it. Keeping it simple. All right, and then the last one is T, transform. This is what I was talking about, is we have got to have transformational businesses, not just transactional. So many times when you guys get a recruit, or when you get a sale, you just celebrate in that moment and you do nothing else. You're not following up with that customer in a month, 2 months, 3 months when they get the products. You're not letting them know when the products are arriving. You're not letting them know when they're shipping. You're not letting them know, asking their feedback, making sure it got there correctly, right? You're not doing those things because it's just a transaction to you. But that's how you get retention, is when you have a transformational business. Some of you get recruits and you don't add them to the onboarding. You don't follow up to make sure they're in the onboarding. I'm not saying we can't make everybody work, because not everyone wants to work. Not everyone joins the groups, but you do your part to follow up. Hey, did you join that onboarding? Did you start walking through the onboarding steps? Did you have any questions with the onboarding? Did you join the team page? I have all the systems set up for you guys, right? You just have to tap into it. Maybe you start making micro steps with your people that you recruit. You talk to them about reading books, about doing professional development every day. Maybe you encourage them to attend events. Maybe you encourage them to attend every Thursday night Zoom calls. Maybe you encourage them, I want you to text me every day, not because I'm your boss, but because you're creating that transformation with people. Just to let me know where you're at, how I can better help you. Because here's the thing, you need to start getting worried about your team when they don't talk to you. When your people are not talking to you, they're leaving you on red, they're ghosting you. When you stop hearing from your team, you need to check it. What are you doing? Because you're not creating transformation. And that goes, and I was talking with Sheila Jacobs about that. That means leaders, you're not just messaging them at month end telling them you're $20 away from your goal. That means you're commenting on their stuff. You're checking in on Sally Sue had surgery last week and you're seeing how she's at. We're all about transformation, relationships, not just being transactional and how I can benefit. No, the transformation is where it happens. So are you being transformational? Okay. That's just such a bad as being spammy. Yeah, exactly. So much, just like being spammy, like just, oh, thanks for your order. Bye. Like, no, that's how you get retention, is the way that you treat them. That's how you keep your team around, is the way that you treat them. Now, I'm not saying people ain't going to come and go, because Lord knows they do. But when you create that connection with them, that transformation, it goes a lot further. Okay. All right. I think that is everything. So that was the FAST, find or be found. A, ask holes. Ask holes. You're asking holes. Okay. 3, show what you got. And T, transformation. That is how you keep it simple. Doing those 4 things: find or be found, asking, showing, and creating transformation. Okay? Those things. That's how you keep it simple in this business. That right there. It's going to keep it simple. If you can master those 4 things, you got it. Okay? My team does more one-on-one conversation with me than a team chat. I love that, because some people are scared to do team chats. If you leaders are not reaching out to your teams individually, finding out how their week was, weekly, not 2 times a month, beginning and end of the month. Some of you daily. Lord knows I talk to half of you on my front line every day. And if you're not my front line, second generation. I mean, I talk to a lot of y'all every single day. If I didn't hear from, I'm just going to throw this name out. If I didn't hear Sheila Jacobs every day, I think the world was falling apart. I hear from her every day. I hear from Hannah. I hear from Kristen. I hear from so many people every single day, but I've created that connection with them, right? It's exactly, whether you want to or not. It's exactly right, Lord. Okay. But these are great ways to simplify your business. Find or be found, asking those questions, showing what you got, and T, creating transformation, not transactions. That's how you simplify this business. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I hope you guys found some value from this. Again, go back and rewatch any of the replays from the previous months that we've been doing these trainings, all the things. If you have any questions, let me know. All righty. Happy month end. Let's go finish strong. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next Thursday. Bye, guys.